Thank you very much, Tracy, for joining us on the Black Book Show this episode. Before we go, what I would like you to do is to give the listeners your final comments, and then also tell the listeners where they can listen to your podcast, and then remind them where they can get hold of a copy of your books.
Okay, so my final thoughts that I'm going to leave you with is just to say that the past is really, really important to all of us. The past or history is something that we all share. It's a past, it's a present, and it's a future that we all share together. History is something that should never be overlooked. It's something that should never be taken for granted. It's something that we should use as a guide. We should use it as a compass. We should use it as a looking glass. We should use it as a crystal ball. Because history tells us so much about who we are, who we were, and who we continue to be. And colonialism is a central part of that history. And it's a topic that I think we all need to embrace. We all need to learn about. We all need to understand, and we all need to come to terms with. And I think it's when we come to terms with this topic that I think we're going to see a real seismic shift in our world, in our society, in our everyday lives, and globally as well. So those are my final thoughts about that. Start with the website first. It's Stories to Be Told, and that's TOLLED, not TOLD. Okay, so storiestobetold.com. And my podcast is called Stories to Be Told, the same spelling, TOLLED. So Stories to Be Told, the podcast series. And you will find it on all major listening platforms, including YouTube.
Okay, great, thank you. And I'm just curious now, before we go, is there interested in why you made the spelling told as in TO, two L's ED, as opposed to TOLD, which is normally spelled as?
Well, the logo for Stories to Be Told is a bell, and the bell consists of different skin tones that make up our global family. And the bell signifies when it's rung, and it tolls, it alerts people to something that is happening. It alerts people to a key event that is coming up. It alerts people and wants them to get ready for action, wants them to sit up and take notice. And I feel that my stories, my podcast episodes, are like a bell that is tolling and trying to get people's attention, trying to get people to sit up and be alert, listen, pay attention, and then to take action in doing something about it. So once you've read the stories, once you've listened to the podcast, how are you then going to take action to develop your learning and your understanding even further? So that was the idea behind the respelling of it. But also, it was for practical reasons as well. I wanted it to stand out, and also for business reasons as well, because I knew I couldn't copyright or trademark told as in TOLD. You know, I wouldn't be able to do anything with that. But TOLLED, I know I'd be able to, in terms of intellectual property. You know, I'd be able to protect my work and keep it safe from copyright infringement. So it was artistic as well as practical and business reasons why I chose that particular spelling.
Well, thank you very much, Tracy, for joining us on this episode of the Black Book Show.
Makonnen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on the show. It's been great. Thank you.